Hi and welcome to week 12 of your Parkinson's exercises. Ignore my son. Right, we're going to start with a bit of a warm up. So you just need a bit of space around you again. And we're going to do a bit of stepping to warm up. So just make sure you've got enough space to be stepping around and have something to hold on to if you need to. So I'll just run through some of them quickly because they're a little different. So you're going to step backwards and round with your arms there, and then you're going to reach down here and then back, and then you're going to repeat the other side. So your standing leg stays pointing forward and you come back. The next one we're going to do is just go up on your toes and up there. My heel. Up and down like that. And then the next one you're going to do is you're going to step around the clock face. So you're going to step forward and clap, step sideways, clap, backward, clap, and then over there and clap. Okay? Right, when you're ready, time starts. Now, so you're going to take a step forward, arms out wide, you're going to step round, reach, back round, step round, reach, back round. If you can't quite get that large step, don't worry, just take as big a step as you feel you can. If you can't get all the way round, then don't worry, you can get to sort of here if you need to, okay? Step round, reach, back round, and the other way, step round, reach down to that foot, back round, okay, step round, reach, round again. If you can't quite get there, you can just step to the side, okay? Round, reach, back again. Really try and lift those arms as you step. And round. If you want to make it a bit easier, you could hold a ball in your hand or something, just to give you a bit of a better idea. And round. Back. And you give those arms a big move. Good, one more. Back. And then we're going to go into heel to toe. So up on your toes, up on your heels. Up on your toes. So you're lifting. When you're lifting up, you can hold on if you need to. Try and go up rather than trying to tip forward. Try and stay up straight. Go up, directly up and down, and then toes off. You lift your toes off, you might find you feel like you're going to fall backwards, so some of you might want to do this with a chair behind you or something to hold on to. And try and stand up nice and straight. And the longer you hold some of these for, the harder they are. Really make sure you're giving it a good squeeze to the end of those movements. Good. Couple more. Excellent. Okay, and then we're going to move into our stepping around the clock. So you're going to start with, just practice stepping out there like that, and try and tap your toe in those positions, and then swap legs. So toe, 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 back to the middle each time, like that. And then when you can, you're going to go toe, 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 toe. So you can actually getting those arms involved. We can do the same leg just to make it a bit easier, and then we'll switch legs in a minute. Again, if you can't tap your toe, you want to just step, you can also just step like that. And again, make sure you've got something to hold on to. To make it as hard as you can, try and go as far as you can. So really stretch out. Just do that and bending my knee, and we're going to swap legs, okay? So tap your toe. Try and remember your hands. As fast as maybe take your time. One more. Lovely. Well done. Should be warm. Okay, and on to your first exercise. So you need a ball, or you can use like a cushion or a pillow or something like that. It doesn't have to be a ball. Ball's a bit easier because you don't have to pick it up. And we're going to do the ball throw. So we're not going to throw it against the wall because most of you will be indoors. So it will just be side to side and down in front, and the main thing we're going to work on is really extending up nice and straight before you throw it onto the floor. Okay, we're going to do 2 minutes of throwing the ball onto the floor. Make sure you put lots of power into it, and just make sure you're getting right up nice and straight before you throw it. Okay, okay, 2 minutes starts from now. So feet shoulder width apart, big stretch up and slam it on the floor. If you've got a pillow, you might have to pick this up in between. Big stretch up, and then you're going to go down to one side, really reach up, really try and put some power into it, really try and throw it as hard as you can. Try and bounce that ball, big stretch up as high as you can, big stretch up. You'll notice when I'm doing from side to side, I'm sort of twisting, so it's a big stretch up again, really throw down. You're sort of twisting through your middle and down. Big stretch up. Really put some power into it. So remember, you should be doing sort of 10 of these, and then you should feel a little out of breath. So that's how much power you should be putting into each one. Halfway. Big stretch up. Big stretch up. Big reach up. You can get these, if you're looking to get hold of one of these specifically, you can get them on Amazon, I think. Just a foam football. Big stretch up. Big reach up. Big stretch up. Good. So really, again, straighten those elbows. Really throw that ball down to the floor. Big stretch up. If it helps, if you're doing this in your kitchen, you can use like a tile on the floor as a target. One more, big stretch up. One more to the side. That's the middle. Excellent. And that is your 2 minutes. Well done. Okay, on to exercise number 2. So number 2, you can either do sitting down or standing up. I'll demonstrate it sitting down and standing up. So it's a sky reach, which you'll have done before. So the focus here is on extension. So it's about really straightening out, lifting that chest. Okay, so you're going to reach down and start from here. You're going to throw your hand up, open those fingers, really focus on up nice and straight through your chest. Opening those fingers and your elbows straight. And then you're going to pull back down. So each movement has power in it. And it should have a definite finish point. And you shouldn't be drifting back here. You should finish where you want to finish. Okay? So we're going to do a minute on one side and a minute on the other. To do it standing up, it's just the same. You can reach down, start there, to bend your knees a bit, up to the ceiling, and then pause for 2, and then pull down. Okay? I'll demonstrate it sitting down. Okay. When you're ready, off you go. So start with the right hand. So reach over. Start there. Up. Hold. And then pull. So really think about straightening, sitting up nice and straight, straightening that arm, opening these fingers. Okay? And pull. And pick it up and the speed into it. Up. And pull. So each time, pause for a couple of seconds and just check you finished where you want to finish with your movement. And pull. There should be a definite end point to each of them, so it shouldn't be that you're drifting too much. And pull. And think about putting, once you've got the hang of it, build speed into the movement. So start off, if you're not sure, just try and get the movement there. Okay, we're going to swap sides. Same thing on left hand. Start down here, up, and down. You probably have one side that's better than the other. So really focus on the side that's not as good. Make sure you're getting enough extension up through your chest. Also straight elbow, open hand. Really think about building speed into the movement. More. Add that power into each movement, but control it. One more. Excellent, that's 2 minutes, well done. Okay, on to your next exercise. So again, it's going to be over the river, so we're really focusing on that extension today and getting those arms moving. So just have a line on the floor, either a tile, floorboard, or put something on the floor. And it's a march, so you're gonna, it's alternate arm, alternate leg, so it's knee, arm, like that. Okay, so you're gonna start and you're gonna do a 1, 2, and then you're gonna turn, so you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and then the same thing the opposite way, so 1, 2, and then it's a 1, 2, 3. Okay, and you start again. Start just trying to get the movement. If you can't get the movement with your arms as well, just start with a step and then just work on those high legs and then build your arms in as you go. If you need something to hold on to, have something to hold on to nearby. Okay, when you're ready, your 2 minutes starts from now. So it's a step and then it's like that. Let's march. Try and keep your opposite arm, opposite leg. It's a step there, big arms there, and let's keep, march round. And same again, so go to the opposite side this time. So it's a there, there, it's a march. Okay, and then again, so swing your opposite arms through. And the same again, really, so march. Round like that. Against a step. Just get those arms swinging. It doesn't matter on the turn if you're not getting opposite arm, opposite leg. Step. Start with opposite arm, opposite leg. Again. Make sure you're alternating sides. Take your time to think about it if you need to. Don't take such a big step if it's too difficult. You can take smaller steps. Okay, a couple more. So, step. Make sure you're getting those arms really swinging. Don't lose your arms when you're putting power into your legs. Last one. Well done, that's 2 minutes. Okay, your next exercise, you're going to need either a little step or a cushion or something that you can stand on. You can do this on the stairs if you want to sort of watch it and then go and have a go. So you're going to start on the step. This is like a balance cushion, so it's a bit more unstable. So if you want to make it more difficult, you can get hold of one of these. And that will help. Sofa cushions will also make a similar sort of effect. And you're going to step back off a step, and as you do it, you're going to push your arms forward and flick your wrists up. So you're going to go there and back on, there and back on. If you need something to hold on to something. Don't worry so much about your hands, but if you can, try and use your hands. Try and straighten those elbows, flick those fingers out. Okay. We'll do 2 minutes, and we're just going to alternate legs. Okay. So it's a step back. Push your arms forward and pull in, okay? Like that, and then on the way up, try and bring your knee up and your hands in as well. For those of you who want to make it a bit more challenging, you can come up to there and hold your balance for a second or two, okay? There, up to there, hold and down. There, up to there, hold and down, okay? Push forward. And like your warrior exercises, try and put some power into your arms and your legs as you're doing it. Like so. Try and make those movements as large as you can. Try and also keep your back straight. Just try not to fold here. Try and keep yourself up nice and tall. Like so. So the movement should come from your legs rather than sort of moving your body around like this. Okay. Really think about those hands. Try and open those fingers. Pull those wrists up. To go at the same speed as me. Go at whatever speed you want. Okay, I'm just going to do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent, that's another 2 minutes, well done. Okay, for the last couple of exercises, you need to be on the floor or on your bed. So just make sure you've got a mat or you're able to get onto the bed. And you're going to come in and lie on your side, like that. And there's 2 ways you can do this. You can lie with your knees bent. If you want to make it a bit more challenging, knees straight. Try and keep yourself in a straight line with shoulders, hips, and legs. Okay. And what we're going to practice is one arm out here, like that. And you're going to come up, over, give yourself a good stretch to that position, and then back down again. If you want to, you can add weight to this. You can add an exercise band with each hand. There's a few different ones. Okay, so you're going to do a minute on each side. And the idea is to work on your middle, keep your balance, but also try and keep some extension here. Okay, through your back. So your 2 minutes is going to start now. Okay, arm up and away. You want to make it even more difficult, aside from adding weights or anything like that. You can lift this leg and point your toe and keep it there. Make that really difficult. Try and sort of engage your tummy muscles a bit to help with your balance. And the idea is you're bringing that arm as far back as you can, really opening up through here, through your chest. Okay. But if you don't want to do that, that's a bit easier. And if that's still too difficult to keep your balance, bring your knees up like that. Okay. I'm going to demonstrate it like this. Really make sure those elbows are nice and straight, and keeping your arms straight. If it's a bit much for your neck, give yourself a pillow. Or indeed, let your head rest down there. Okay, a couple more. Reach out. Really make sure you're keeping your balance and you're not rocking forward or rocking back too much. Okay, I'm going to go switch sides. Same sort of thing. So, on that nice and straight, about 90 degrees you want it. Okay. You can lift your leg up if you want. Out. And in. Try and keep balance, try and keep yourself nice and square. Nice and straight. And again, you can hold onto an exercise band here if you want to really strengthen those back muscles. Or hold a hand weight or tin beans in this hand. Whatever you've got to hand. Stretch out. Back in. Try and keep your hips from rolling back too far or forward too far. Try and keep yourself level. Just going to do a few more. Okay. One more. Really straight elbows, long arms. Way up and down. Well done. Okay, on to your next one. Which is your final one, and we're going to do the same sort of thing, so lying on your side, so you can stay where you are. We're going to just work on these hips, this extension a bit more, okay? So onto your side, you can lie with your elbow down, however you want, however's comfortable. Again, nice and straight if you can. We're going to do a few exercises, so we're going to do, there's a few different ways that you can do this. So you can lift, we're going to start with lifting your leg up and down. If that's a little difficult, you might find this one in the open, keeping your ankles together, a little bit easier. We're going to just work with this one. You have your hand here. You want to make it harder for your balance, so you can keep that hand up there. Okay, we're going to lift up and down. Okay, we're just going to run through some exercises in this position. It's 2 minutes. We're going to start from now. You're going to lift up and down and try and keep your leg back. Try when you lift up, try not to bring it up here or out in front. Want it back as far as you can, really. You can have your hand here if you need to. Okay? If you want to make it even harder, you can come up into this position. Try and keep yourself nice and straight. Try not to let your leg roll out like that. Try and lift up sideways in that position. Okay, you should feel that down the side of your hip. Again, you can keep your hand up here. But to make that a bit easier, you can come off this shoulder if you need to, onto your side. Hand up. Lift up nice and high. Okay. With this shoulder, try and keep up through it. Try not to sag. Just try and keep nice and engaged through this shoulder. Sorry, that'd be my son if you could hear it. Lovely, and that's a minute, and we're going to swap to the other side. So again, either come onto your elbow or come down. Make sure the shoulder's engaged, so make sure you're not dropping through here. Make sure you're up through here. Nicely in line if you can. Okay, and hand up. That's up, down. Nice and straight. And sure you get the movements right. Really keep focusing in on what that shoulder's doing, whether you're rolling forward or rolling backward. A few more. Try and get that leg as high as you can. Excellent. That is 2 minutes. Well done. Lovely. Right, we're on to our cool down. So you can stay on the floor for the start of this, and then we'll sort of work our way back up. So lying on your back. And what you're going to do is just a nice hamstring stretch for the backs of your legs. Okay. So what you're going to do is you can either have one leg straight, or you can have it bent. You're going to bring one knee up with your hands behind your knee, and you're going to push that knee nice and straight. It's better if you can have the other leg straight because it will give you more of a stretch across your sort of pelvis. And you're going to hold that, really try and push that knee nice and straight. So you should feel a stretch down the back of your leg. And then what you can do to add to that is pull those toes towards you. Some people find that if you loop a towel around your foot, that's quite a good way to give you a really nice sort of deep stretch. Keep that knee nice and straight, really push it nice and straight. Keep that other leg flat, so try, if you're doing that one, try not to let this knee pop off the floor because it will give you a nice stretch across your hips. Try and ground that other leg that's flat on the floor into the ground. You're going to hold that for about 20 seconds or so. Bend your knee, slowly down, and swap. This knee hip up to about 90 degrees. Just start by straightening your knee and grounding this other leg. Straighten this knee. Head on the floor, and then pull those toes up. Hold that for about 20 seconds or so to feel a good stretch down the back of your legs. And we're going to do one more each side. So you can, as I said before, keep this knee bent. And you see I can get slightly further with my knee bent. So if I bring my leg straighter, it's a bit more of a stretch. It's a bit more challenging. And you can bring those toes, pull that foot up. So you then should feel a stretch down your calf as well. Hold that for about 20 seconds or so. Really big squeeze, pulling those toes up. Slowly down, and then swap sides. So knees straight, toes up on this side. You might have one side that's a little bit better than the others, that's fine. When you've held that for about 20 seconds, slowly down, and then you're going to slowly make your way off the floor into standing, and then we're just going to do a little bit of a stretch for your chest. So the first one we're going to do is just getting your hands behind your back in that position as high as you feel they can go comfortably, and then you're going to squeeze those shoulders back like that. It's actually a bit easier if you get your hands a bit lower. And you sort of push those shoulders back, you should feel a stretch right across the front of your chest. Just in that position, and then squeeze. Squeezing them sort of not up like that, you're squeezing them back and down, as if your shoulder blades are coming down into your back pockets. It's there, squeeze them back and down into that position. You should feel a stretch right across the front of your chest. When you've held that again for about 20 seconds or so, just relax. be careful if you've got sort of bad shoulders, it can make them a bit sore, but it is quite a good stretch. So squeeze those shoulders back and down. You should feel the second time it feels a bit easier. Again, you should feel that across your chest and maybe down in front of your arm here. Do one more of those. Hands behind your back, sort of on your lower back is probably the best part. Squeeze those shoulders back and down. This is just getting you ready for the last stretch we're going to do, which is quite similar. And again, it's for your chest and to work on that extension through your back. Okay, and that's a hand behind your head, and we've done this one before, and a hand behind your back. And you're going to switch, try and get them as high as you can. If you can get your hands to meet, you'll be doing better than me. It's a good stretch. Just a nice mobiliser for your shoulders and for your hands. I'll just show you from the side. It's the same sort of thing. So hand behind your back, try and get as far as you can. In front, hand behind your back, as far as you can. Okay, last few. Really stretch them out. Relax those arms. Excellent, that's the end of week 12. Well done, guys.